Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to Pass Interference, your casual fan commentary for all your sports needs. I'm RJ Bam. That's Alex Leffler. We appreciate y'all being here. Welcome to the show. Dude.
Last week?
No, did you see Mason Rudolph die on the field?
I heard about it. I heard about
Earl Thomas killed a guy.
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
I got snaps from a bunch of people who are like, I'm pretty sure Earl Thomas just killed Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. He's carted off the field. I thought he was dead. I was like, oh, he's dead. He's dead.
They removed his face mask, took him off.
Dude, yeah.
Did he end up walking back out, or was he, like, gone?
I don't remember. But I remember him not moving, and I was like, oh, he's dead. He's okay. His first death on the field,
yeah.
I think.
You hate to see that, though. Like, the big hit you like to see, but him not being able to get back up from it, you're like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the danger of football. A lot of people take that for granted.
Then everyone in the crowd's like, he's paralyzed.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that sucks for the Steelers because that's their third string now. Like, they've gone through 2 QBs now.
Give Mike Vick a call.
Yeah. Give Cap a call.
Yeah.
Give Vick a call. Tebow.
Well, Vic,
bring all the oldies back.
Vic used to be a backup for the Steelers.
Was he?
Yeah. He backed up Big
How
Ben.
old is Vic now, though?
He's old.
Is he 50?
No, he's 40-something.
You telling me Tom Brady's older than Vic? Is he?
Tom Brady.
Dude, that's wild.
Maybe. Pretty sure they might be the same age.
That's crazy. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch, so on Thursday night we had the Pats versus the Giants.
I didn't watch that game.
Ooh, it was a good game.
Why? Okay, I understand, like, Daniel Jones is a new guy coming in. The Giants are trash still.
Giants are trash.
Did Saquon play?
Saquon did not play.
Okay.
But for being so, like, without your star running back, no line, and your receivers are gone, like, Daniel Jones kept him in the game for a while. He kept him in the game for, like, about 3 quarters, and then, like, the fourth quarter, which is, like, is the Pat show.
Yeah.
But the Patriots have the number 1 defense. They have the best defense in the league.
They force so many turnovers.
They're unbelievable. They had.
Are they still doing what they're doing?
They had a special teams.
Okay.
Like, I think it was a punt block to a touchdown, and then they had a pick 6.
They've had a lot of pick 6s this year.
They had, like, between what's his name, Williams.
Jamie Collins?
No, Collins. Yeah, sorry.
Jamie Collins and one of the McCourty brothers.
One of the McCourty twins.
Yeah.
Devin McCourty's got, I think, 4 interceptions. I think Jamie Collins has 4 interceptions.
Yeah, they're causing a lot of turnovers. So are they just blitzing the crap out of people like they were in the Super Bowl? Like, oh wow, that actually worked.
They have done that a few times, yeah. And then also whoever the kicker is for the Giants, the punter, punted it off the back of his lineman's head, and that he smashed it right into his the back of his head, and and then it was like so windy that game. They, like, went straight up and then blew off to the side, and then only one person knew where it was, and it was, like, the Pats, like, special teams guy. He saw it, caught it, and ran in.
Wow.
But dude, they, like,
he shanked the punt, is what you're saying.
He hit it way too low and went right into his guy's helmet. But, like, everyone at the beginning of the year was looking at the Patriots offense about how, like, they got the best team, and it's like, turns out, like, their defense is the best part of that team. This is the first time Tom Brady hasn't had to, like, work out of the negative.
Yeah.
His defense, like, has kept him in games that have been close.
Yeah, they're keeping him in games, and they're also giving them great field position to be able to put points.
Yeah, and also, like, their line, like, his O-line's not that good this year, as it has been in the past. And then, like, what's his name? Josh Gordon got hurt that game. And so Edelman had to really step it up.
That's why he had over 100 yards?
Yeah. Worked out for me. He's on my team.
Yeah.
Everything but a touchdown that game.
So last week, you watched the Cowboys game at all?
Yes. The game where I watched, like, very little of it because I was like, nothing. Why does at halftime or something like that? I was like, Dak has gotten me like 4 points.
Yeah, because he kept throwing interceptions.
So I was like, I don't know what's going on, and then I saw just a little bit of the game.
They crossed midfield 6 times in the first half and ended up with 0 points because they turned the ball over 3 times and we missed a field goal.
On interceptions? Wow. How close was that field goal? Like from far deep?
I think it was like 53 or 48.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, understandable why he missed it, but we were driving first possession of the game, 23 yards, 13 yards. Next play, he just throws it behind Amari Cooper on a post. It goes through Cooper's hand, goes up in the air, and Jair Alexander picks it off for 38 yards.
Nah.
Everybody's blaming Cooper, and I was like, that's Dak's fault. He hits the target. It's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have your receiver, I understand it, hit him in the hands. It's a catchable ball.
Yeah.
Dak threw it behind him.
Yeah.
If you want $40 million, don't throw the ball behind people.
Yeah. Who do they play?
This week?
No, this past week.
They played the Packers.
That's what it was.
And a lot of people are thinking the Packers are title contenders or Super Bowl hopefuls.
Because they lost the first game,
Yeah, they lost the first.
And then they've just been winning ever since.
Did they beat the Bears? I thought they won. They were undefeated and they lost, I think, the week before.
Oh, okay.
The Packers, I don't think are going to be good this year.
I don't see them being title contenders.
Neither do I.
I think they'll have over 500 season.
They're going to make the playoffs.
They'll make the playoffs.
I don't think they're...
But...
Yeah.
Because...
I don't trust their options.
I mean, they're number one in their division right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't... Yeah.
Minnesota's struggled. The receivers with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Chicago's...
The biggest issue with Minnesota is Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
That's the biggest question mark. It's like, is he going to be able to hit his targets?
Yeah.
But, no, how did Zeke do that game?
Not good.
No?
Yeah, I think he had one of the turnovers in the first half. I think he fumbled once. So, I think he still had like 70 yards, but I don't know. It was a bad game. I turned it off after halftime.
Oh, really?
This is bullshit.
They did better in the second half, didn't they?
Yeah, they came back.
They started coming back because Dak did end up
They only lost by like 8 points.
Yeah.
They missed a field goal at the end of the game too, I think, or a touchdown or whatever. Turned the ball over.
So you're not happy. Dude, they were doing so well the first 4 games.
Like everybody's, Amari Cooper dropped that ball. That game, Amari Cooper had over 220 receiving yards and a touchdown. He catches that pass, it's up to 270 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't have Cooper, do you?
No. I played him in both my leagues last week. I had Michael Thomas.
But Michael Thomas has like the number 1 receptions and number 1 yardage in the league.
Yeah, I had Michael Thomas last week. He got me 40 points in both leagues. And I'm like, oh, sweet, I'm going to win this week. No, I was facing Amari Cooper and Christian McCaffrey.
Dude, Christian McCaffrey is just on another level.
Dude,
he's making dudes out there slip and slide. Yeah. He's unstoppable. Did you see like highlights from the game this morning?
No.
In London? Dude, he like broke 3 tackles and like shoved the dude off of him and walked it in to get a touchdown.
There's another London game this week?
Yeah, they're playing right now. Or they already played.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. You're like, oh shit, did I set up my lineup?
Yeah, no, that's definitely what's running through my head right now. So London, how do you feel about us going over there and trying to expand the NFL?
It's not. No, but I don't think anybody gives a fuck about the NFL.
They're Jaguars fans over there because the Jaguars used to go over there every year. Because they used to only have like 1 or 2 games a year, and they'd split it up like kind of at the beginning and towards the middle of the season.
Yeah. Are they trying to expand like their fan base? Because they're not trying to like bring a team to London or anything like that, are they?
They've thought about it.
Really?
Yeah, where teams will go there and then after they come back, they'll have their bye week type thing.
Yeah.
Or
coming
off a bye week.
So London gets a home field advantage every game?
No. So, and then they would do, like, that would happen, like, either at the beginning of the season or at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Or, like, do a little, 4 home games at the beginning, 8 road games.
Yeah.
Because once you bring the team under,
just stay out here. Yeah. That makes sense, but that would suck. Yeah. I don't know how popular American football is over there.
It's getting,
I'm sure it's building.
But when I lived in Germany in, like, back in 93...
No one gave a shit?
No, they had NFL over there. They had NFL Europe.
But oh, really? They're like an NFL league? Or like they
like
just
a little training league and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, NFL Europe used to be a thing.
Oh.
I don't know exactly what years it ran from, but I
Yeah.
remember watching football
Oh, okay.
because I remember getting beer spilled on me.
Yeah. I know soccer fans are the wildest people, so.
Could have been a soccer game too.
Yeah.
I was young.
But like, you just transfer that same energy over to football, and they're just gonna be the most outrageous crowds.
I think they have a lot of passion
They do.
for their sports.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bonding and stuff like that.
Yeah. The only difference is like with soccer, it's like the world sport because it's like the poor man's sport. All you need is a ball. That's it. You know what I mean? Like you don't need any other equipment.
You can make a goal.
Yeah. So that's why like soccer's so huge because like really any country can play soccer.
Yeah. Whereas basketball is a little bit harder.
It's a little harder to do the other stuff, yeah, and you need to buy padding and stuff for other sports. But yeah, I know the NFL is always trying to get more money.
Yeah.
They've capped it out with this pink shit in October. You know, they've capped it out with they've brought in the halftime shows and made that into what it is to try to bring in more casual fans.
Mm-hmm.
They try to bring in women as much as they can. They brought in cheerleaders to bring in more eyes. You know what I mean? They're like always looking for the next thing to like bring their bottom dollar up. So
Yeah.
they're always expanding as much as they can. They have the YouTube and like Amazon has deals with NFL now so that they play Thursday night games.
I don't know if Amazon is trying to capture some of what the NFL brings. Like just, hey, like shop here, NFL stuff. Like, because with Twitch, like they get, Twitch is a
Streaming service too, yeah.
Through
Sports,
Amazon.
yeah.
And they watch, they get the Thursday night game every week.
Yeah, that's how I watch it Thursday night. I just watch it off Amazon.
Yeah.
Instead of going downstairs to the TV, I just watch it in my room on my laptop. But yeah, I mean, they're always looking. Do you think it's gonna? You think it's a good move?
It's funny because Trump hates both of them. So.
Yeah. That's kind of funny.
It's like, hey, let's partner up.
Yeah. That's kind of funny.
But yeah, I don't know.
The only thing is like.
I like it because it's free. I ain't gotta have cable.
Yeah, that's true. I think cable's. I don't even know how cable's still around. Like everything. I think what's gonna happen because cable was so prevalent for so long, and then all of a sudden these streaming services came. So then you have like your Hulu. You're gonna have your Disney streaming. You're gonna have your Amazon. You're gonna have your Netflix. And then at some point down the line, there's gonna be a company that's gonna be like, hey, come here and you can get all of those at one time, and it's gonna be like cable all over again. I think it's just gonna go in a cycle.
Well, you know what's happening, right? A lot of the big networks are pulling all their stuff from like Hulu and Netflix because they're starting their own streaming service. Disney Plus, that's the Disney thing. So I think they're pulling all Netflix, all the Marvel.
All Marvel's gone.
Like everything.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's happens next year or this year.
Yeah. But I think at some point, like other company's going to come around and be like, okay, we'll be your one-stop shop for all your streaming services. Yeah. And so you can just get us and you'll have access to all of them.
The only benefit of cable, like to me, was being able to watch live sports.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
That's the only time you can get
YouTube has sports. Yeah. And that's why like they're not going to go away because like that's once you've captured the sports market, it's game over.
Yeah.
Everybody else can kick rocks. So, and also YouTube is the biggest like platform. Like more people watch YouTube than Netflix.
Yeah.
More kids watch YouTube than anything.
Especially and that's why the streamers are making a lot of money. Like, people are making money to play video games now. Yeah. Like a lot of money.
Yeah, that kid that won that 15-year-old that won like $3 million.
Oh, for playing, what was that? Fortnite?
Yeah.
Was it Fortnite?
It was the Fortnite
Apex?
World Cup.
No, it was Fortnite,
Yeah, and then like the 15-year-old who got him first got like $3 million or something like that. And then
second
fifth place, that was like a 12-year-old got almost $1 million. It was like 900 something. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Madden doesn't give that much money out.
No.
No.
Why are those games so... Is that the highest
Madden,
revenue?
Yeah. So here's the thing. When you're playing video games... Apex and everything like that.
I've heard is Apex another type of shooting game?
It's another type of Fortnite and another type of like PUBG.
Never heard of that either.
Yeah, you just drop into a map and like scavenge for weapons crates and stuff like that, and then try to get kills.
Yeah, I guess that would be the most popular, more fun.
So the pick up and play, like you could pick that up and learn how to shoot. Like the shoot button, learn how to pick it up, everything like that. Whereas is Madden, right?
Strategy.
You have to know the plays.
Yeah.
You have to know what works, what doesn't. The zone calls, man coverage, like if you don't know anything about football, you can't just pick up that game and play.
Yeah. So more people gravitate to the other thing because it's just to the masses, more people are doing it.
Yeah. Okay,
that makes sense. And then do they also do like, is that individual or team? You can do both.
Apex has sometimes where you can do solo, but typically it's a squad of 3.
You ever watch the
So it is communication, like you have to have mics and stuff like that if you want to try and get it done.
Do you ever watch those I don't think it was I forget what game it was, maybe it was Fortnite, but it was like the what's his name that used to be on the Lakers? Rick Fox has a team that he owns.
Oh, he owns a squad and they play like Dota and
they also do championship leagues and stuff like that.
Apex and Fortnite and stuff like that. A lot of NBA people, they saw it coming, so they started throwing.
They got in early, right? And now it's like that's
to esports.
They're probably like, yo, I'm gonna end up making more money doing this than ever playing basketball.
Yeah. So I mean, esports is good.
Do you ever watch those tournaments?
I don't watch those.
Yeah.
I do.
You're more Madden.
I watch Twitch for Madden, stuff like that. I watch YouTube videos of Madden people.
Yeah.
Because I'm in a truck all day, so I'm just like listening to it.
Yeah.
And listening what content's coming out for the day. And watching pack openings and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you were saying I'm listening to people play each other on Madden.
No.
I'm like, that sounds boring as shit, bro. You should definitely
listen to I don't watch gameplay videos.
Yeah,
I watch like them rip packs or
listen
to what content's
coming out. What new shit's coming
out
and stuff like that. No, that makes more sense.
That way when I get home I'm prepared to deal with what I gotta deal with.
Yeah. That's hella funny.
Yeah.
So there's 2 undefeated teams in the NFL now.
And one of them is absolute trash.
But they somehow just keep pulling off wins.
They haven't played.
That's what I'm saying. What has their schedule been so far?
They've played the Browns. Everybody's like, oh, they beat the Browns. But the Browns are a good paper team. And I was like, that doesn't mean they're good. Baker Mayfield looks like he's trash.
Yeah.
He's completed 53% of his passes this year.
They have. So the Niners have a good team this week against the Rams. But I heard Gurley's not playing.
And the Rams have struggled all year.
Yeah.
They have not looked good.
Yeah.
Their defense hasn't looked good. Their offense is struggling to move the ball.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last week, how Jeff Goff is kind of like not been super accurate this year. I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Because he lost in the Super Bowl, and so I'm sure he's going to have a bad season this year. Just historically.
Yeah, the Super Bowl hangover type stuff. Like typically when you lose, like your mind still hasn't been right.
Yeah, so you have to find a way to bounce back from that.
Yeah. They did get Cooper Kupp back, which I thought was
and
maybe the reason. I thought maybe he was the reason why they struggled so much in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because he is Goff's safety net.
I mean, the LA receivers, they have some of the highest reception rates as a group than any other team, right? Between Woods, Kupp, and your guy.
I would say so. I would say so. Cooks, Woods, and Kupp. I would say they might. I think they all see like almost 10 targets a game when they're throwing the ball around. And then the tight ends are both decent, Higbee and Everett. So I don't really know what's wrong with them though. I think it might be the whole Gurley thing because Gurley's not
running through
healthy.
injuries. Yeah.
He's not healthy, and I think that is the missing piece for them, being able to run the ball and rely on the run.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they've had...
It has to be... And then Goff has kind of just been here and there.
The defense has been getting smoked, though. Like, they let the Buccaneers roll up 55. And the Bucs have actually put up a lot of points this year.
See, I didn't watch that game, but it's not... The Bucs didn't run over them, though. It was more like passes, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just... Jameis Winston's just throwing
Godwin and Mike Evans.
Yeah.
So Godwin's up there in the receptions leader. I think he has 7 or 8 touchdowns on the year already.
And Mike Evans is one of the most talented receivers when he's not punching his own teammates or something like that or getting in fights. So speaking of teams that are just like, I don't know what's going on with them. So Matt Ryan has like the second most passing yards in the league before this week started, out of all the QBs. You've got some of the best offensive weapons. You got a great running back. You got great receivers, but they still suck. Atlanta just can't win games.
They have a good running back, but he has not done anything all year.
Has he been?
He might have 200 yards.
Yeah.
And he might already have like 75, 80 touches.
Yeah. Is there a line not what it used to be?
Yes. I think it really is. I want to put it on the offensive line, but I also kind of want to put it on Matt Ryan too. And the offensive coordinator, whoever is calling the plays.
Yeah.
Like, you got to...
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure OC has a lot to do with that because, like, he's passing the ball.
They have a high-octane offense, but they haven't been putting points on the board.
Yeah.
So how are you getting these yards? Are you fumbling or, like...
Are they at least getting, like... See, I haven't seen very many Atlanta games this year. Are they at least getting on the board with their kickers? Because if you're getting down the field and just... It doesn't seem like it's just 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out because he's got a lot of passing yards.
Yeah. I don't think it is 3 and out, 3 and out. I think it's like, hey, we ran the ball, we lost 3 yards. Oh, crap. Okay, we dump it down to 8 yards. Okay, now we got to punt.
Right.
I think their drives might just stall out. Like, they start deep and then just get to, like, the 40 and it stalls.
Yeah.
And then they can't do anything.
Yeah.
I think they've only put up 30 once this year. But other than that, it's been like 17, 15. And it's like, your offense is so much better than that. What's going on?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I would like to know what's going on. Because, like...
A lot of people are questioning, like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
Like,
it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, they should be a way better team than they're playing.
There should be a mismatch on the... when they have the ball, there should be a mismatch with one of the receivers.
You have Julio Jones every time, yeah.
If he's getting doubled, Ridley or Sanu should be open.
Wide, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You have 3 phenomenal receivers. You have the best receiver. You know,
I haven't watched any other games.
I haven't either, so I can't really...
There's a lot of weird teams this year. It's like, what's going on with them? Why is this team doing good? Like, the Niners, they've played the Jets, I think. They've played some pretty bad teams.
So they've just pretty much just won the games that they're supposed to win so far.
And the only positive I will say is that they have beat them convincingly, but they're winning the games, I guess, that are easier opponents.
You dropped Garoppolo, right?
He's still on my roster.
How's he done so far?
He throws a lot of picks.
Does he?
Yeah, which is why I...
Who has the most picks this year so far?
Miami quarterbacks.
Probably. Yeah, anyway.
Let's throw them all together.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I haven't paid attention to the interception ratio.
Yeah.
Mahomes still hasn't thrown one.
Yeah.
But he has 1 touchdown pass in the last 2 games.
Yeah.
And they lost to the Colts last week. Were you kind of shocked about that?
A little bit, but I mean, Brissett's been kind of killing it for him.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, speaking of people that, like, took over for their QB, for the QB1 that either got injured or retired, the Saints under Bridgewater and the Panthers under Kyle Allen are undefeated.
Yeah, Bridgewater threw for a lot of yards last week, too.
Yeah. The only losses those teams have were before the QBs went out.
Yeah.
They've just been on a tear.
I'm not... Bridgewater's a decent quarterback. Like, if I was to rate backup quarterbacks in the league, he probably would have been the number 1 option for me entering the season.
Yeah.
Just because, like, he has starter talent. Like, when he was with Minnesota, it was unfortunate that he got hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why he lost his job.
He's kind of the...
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole thing came full circle for him.
Is Minshew mania dying down a little bit?
But they're not winning, is the only thing.
He's keeping them in the games.
He is keeping them in the games.
And people are watching and tuning in to see
and he has
how
like,
he does.
Yeah, he's very like slippery in the pocket, so he doesn't get tackled as much. He finds ways to like keep the play alive. and like the deep balls to like Chark and stuff, like that's helped build his name, but they're still not winning the games. Yeah. I think they were 2-3 before this week?
Yes. He's fun to watch. He doesn't have an offensive line. That's why you see him doing what
and
he's
he has
doing.
to, yeah. And then that, and like, he's not gonna be able to do that forever. So
yeah, still on the fence about Seattle as well.
Are you?
Yeah.
Their line's not the best. So
the only thing Seattle has is Wilson back there. That's what's keeping them alive, I really think. And then the receivers are getting open when Wilson's back there dancing.
Yeah, as long as Wilson doesn't get sacked, if he can keep the play going, there's gonna be a receiver that'll find its way into finding an opening. Just because like the DBs aren't just gonna just
I see Seattle getting stronger as the year goes on, though.
That's kind of what it seems like. They've slowly been building every week.
Historically, that's what happens with them too.
Yeah,
they start off
and in the games too.
Yeah,
every game they're like slow to start, and then like second quarter they start coming back, or second half.
Making adjustments.
Yeah, but so that game, the Pats against the Giants, we have Tom Brady rush in for 2 touchdowns that game. On his second touchdown that he got, he was on the 4, attempted a rush in, got to the 1, and then rushed in again. He did 2 rushing attempts in a row and got a touchdown. And he's playing like he's 25 years old. I don't understand. And like he popped up right up after that. He's all celebrating. He's like, I feel great. After the game, he's talking about he feels great. Dude, okay, Tom Brady has 3 touchdowns this year so far, rushing.
Mm-hmm.
He has more touchdowns than Marlon Mack, Frank Gore, David Montgomery, James Conner, LaShawn McCoy, Leonard Fournette, Chris Carson, Alvin Kamara, David Johnson, Adrian Peterson.
I could see that.
It's just like...
The only one...
Kamara, what are you doing?
Fournette has a bunch of yards.
Yeah.
Mack has a bunch of yards.
No touchdowns, yeah.
Yeah.
Mack has 2, but yeah.
Those guys are chain movers.
Yeah.
Like that, like... Everybody you named, like Frank Gore, they're not, like, they might hit the open field. They're getting caught in the open field.
They're definitely getting caught. They're not the...
Yeah. Frank Gore is old as hell.
He is old as hell.
For a running back. 33, 34, something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
he's up there. I'm surprised that he's still playing. But yeah, I'm surprised Kamara only has 1.
I heard that, did Gore pass 15,000 yards rushing? It's like only like the 5th one.
He has to. He's played so goddamn long.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Good for him.
Yeah.
Because coming out of Miami, he was projected to be hurt all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe, like, between him and Mark Ingram, mm-hmm. I'm like, how are these guys still playing? I don't know how you're not hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Darrelle Revis called Stephon Gilmore the best corner in the game.
The Cordy brothers, they're good. They're not upper elite, Pro Bowl caliber type kids.
Watching Gilmore this past game, like, he's such a good shutdown corner. And, like, there was one play where it was like he was, like, right on the heels of the guy. He played it perfectly. They both went up for it. It went past his hands, and the other guy caught it. And, like, before he lands, like, as he's, like, landing on his first foot, he punches the ball out of his hand.
With the other one?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, such a smart play. He's so good.
Yeah. You can't give up yards.
Yeah.
You want the ball back? Don't give up yards.
Yeah.
If you get an opportunity to make a play, you got to do the best you can.
Yeah. That's wild. It's crazy seeing how...
They had a good defense back, like, in Tom Brady's early career.
Mm-hmm.
With Willie McGinnis, Teddy Bruschi, all those guys.
Where do you rank Deshaun Watson now?
I like his interviews.
Dude, he's top 5 for me. Deshaun Watson is top 5.
I like his interviews. He did that. He did the explaining what they were doing on defense again.
Yeah.
And I think he threw for 4 something.
Yeah.
5 touchdowns this past week. Trying to think. There's so many just old quarterbacks now that it's kind of hard to put them in there.
Yeah.
Like Phillip Rivers and stuff like that. I mean, Big Ben's hurt. Aaron Rodgers is on his way down the list.
Yep.
Tom Brady, I still wouldn't put him. I mean,
you're not gonna choose a 42-year-old quarterback to run your franchise.
If I was starting a franchise, he would be in the top 5 of who I'd probably try and get.
100%, yeah. He came into the league. Him and Mahomes came in same draft class, right? Just a few spots apart.
But Watson started earlier than Mahomes.
Yeah.
Because Watson had to. Mahomes got to sit behind Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And
then, because didn't Watson win a championship?
Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah. They won the year that he came out, and then a lot of people were knocking him though. That's why they didn't even think he was going to get drafted first round.
Right.
And then I think Houston might have traded up to grab him.
I think they did, yeah.
And then Kansas City traded up to draft Mahomes. And everybody's like, whoa, you got Alex Smith. What are you doing? So
they're like, hold my beer, okay? I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing.
This kid's great.
I think we're kind of witnessing now, is what people are saying, that Mahomes and Watson are kind of like the Brady Manning of this generation. It's like this is the battle that we're going to see for the next...
For the AFC? Yeah. For the AFC?
I could see it.
Houston...
In terms of maybe not the team, but like just in terms
Houston
of those two
still struggles to win.
They do, yeah.
They do need a running back. Like, they keep bringing in these older running backs. They had Lamar Miller, then they switched out, and they have...
Who's it right now?
It's not McCoy.
Chiefs. I don't even know who their running back is.
McCoy might have been on the Texans? No.
Before he went to the Chiefs?
I don't know. They do have a running back. I just forget who it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and like in terms of as a team, I mean, I think the Chiefs are a better team. Yeah. But
they have more they have a lot more options too.
Yeah.
Receiving and stuff like that.
Definitely receiving, and they have
this
also
without Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill comes back this week, I think.
Supposedly, I heard he might be.
You also have like the best tight end.
Yeah.
And.
Yeah. It doesn't matter who you put at running back. We're just gonna throw you the ball, not really hand it off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So.
They're both Mahomes, Watson. They're masters of the no-look pass.
I don't know how they...
And they're also playing each other this week.
I could see Lamar Jackson getting in there, though, too.
I see that. I like the way Lamar Jackson's playing, dude. Those are my probably... all three of those guys.
He has started throwing a lot more picks the last couple of games. I think he threw like 4 or 5 the last couple of games.
Yeah, I think he'll start balancing out his running and throwing. Because right now he's so focused on just sitting in the pocket.
Yeah.
That it's like he wants to prove that he can do it.
Yeah.
But once he actually starts... I think like what he's looking for is validation as a passer. But like once he gets over that and he's like, okay, I'm going to use all my skill sets, I think he'll be a true like dual threat quarterback. And it'll be scary. Because he can throw dimes. He makes, good decisions most of the time. And like I think the times that he's thrown picks is, I'm assuming, he's just sitting in the pocket when he doesn't need to, when he can use his other assets, and he's like, okay, let me make something happen.
I see it. I mean, Lamar, he's scary when he runs the ball.
It's wild watching him make people miss.
And I think that the Ravens are kind of worried that he's going to get hurt by doing that, so maybe they're also like, hey, just look to pass.
Right. That makes sense. But, like, if he does go for run... I mean, you don't have to be Cam Newton where you're just going to take hits.
Yeah.
If you know you're going to go hit, just slide like Russell Wilson. You'll be fine.
Do you think Cam Newton is done?
If I'm Carolina... The whole thing about Cam is he's like, I'm not coming back till I'm fully healthy. Which is what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you played injured pretty much the last few years. So now you're like, I want to make sure that I'm fully healthy before I'm coming back. And if I'm Carolina, I'm going to go on this whole... I'm going to go and promote a healthy Cam Newton coming back and be like, oh, we haven't seen him come back healthy. We're going to just boost that up and trade him off.
Yeah.
be like, you haven't seen Cam Newton healthy, and then he's coming back. He's gonna want vengeance.
So you kind of agree that Carolina's offense with Allen back there looks a lot better than what Cam was doing.
Yes, and also I think Cam is. I mean, and the injuries probably played a lot to it, but like he just hasn't been accurate enough for me over the last few years. So I would want to ship him off while he's still got value.
Yeah.
Let me get like a first rounder. Let me get something.
Second round.
Even that, yeah.
So Ramsey didn't get traded, correct?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's still on the team.
Yeah.
And is this the deadline this week?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure it might pass here pretty soon.
So everyone's staying put for the season at least.
Yeah.
Diggs. Not going anywhere.
Diggs isn't going to go anywhere. Actually, Cousins went off last week.
Did it? No.
They threw up for a lot of yards. Thielen had over 100 and something. I don't know what Diggs exactly did.
Yeah. Out of everybody on that team, he's the liability. So.
Cousins?
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame it on Diggs. I wouldn't. Thielen and Diggs are both getting open.
Yeah.
He's just not hitting them.
Yeah, and now you have a Dalvin Cook who's healthy and who's running all over the league. Yeah. So it's like, oh, because he's so healthy and he's running over everybody, Diggs and Thielen are gonna be open.
Yeah, but also like Dalvin Cook can catch the ball too.
Yeah.
Like Cousins dumps it off to Cook more than he does Diggs, and I think that's why Diggs is just like, dude, get me
the fucking
here.
Ball.
Yeah, it's like, get me out of here.
That's funny. Did you see in terms of Deshaun Watson, like I like him as a player, and but I'm starting to really like him as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the interviews and stuff alone, and then he started his Deshaun Watson Foundation. It was like to help education, health, housing, and other charitable causes to support families and youth in underserved communities and stuff. And it's like, I love seeing stuff like that. So
yeah,
giving back.
A lot of the top echelon
they usually do
players,
something.
they have a foundation that's somewhat like that.
Yeah.
J.J. Watt gives back to the community a lot.
Yeah, I know the Pats have something that they're doing right now for somebody. I think it's like military or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. But that makes more sense for. I think Belichick was a military person.
Yeah. But
Cowboys better beat the Jets this week. That's all I can say. If they lose,
the Jets,
I'm done.
They
got sacked 10 times last week.
Yeah.
But I think Darnold's back this week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in one of the weeks Ezekiel Elliott has run more than the Jets have in the entire season.
Wait, there was a stat that I saw the other day. Oh, Christian McCaffrey has
that's what it was.
A bunch more yards, more total yards than the entire Jets offense.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. Dude, he's been having a crazy season. I don't remember him being this good.
You saw the progression last year.
I saw that he was getting better.
Well, before that, he was splitting carries with somebody else.
Is that, and now he's just got full workload?
He's got a full workload now.
Yeah.
Which is good for him.
White running back, son. The only white running back.
McCaffrey, to me, has always been a guy that you want to get 20 catches for.
Yeah.
Or 20 touches. He should be minimum 20 touches.
And he's a small guy.
He is, but he's got the body type to be able to get it done.
Who was that one Ravens running back that was 5'2"?
I'm not talking about Darren Sproles.
No, not Sproles.
You're talking about the return man that they used to have?
No, I'm talking about Ray Rice.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just he's 5'3" and just
hey, come in this elevator.
Yeah.
That Ray
Before
Rice.
he freaked out, yeah. But he was just I was he's so tiny, but he's built like a circle.
Yeah. Yeah. Ray Rice, man. I feel bad for him. I mean, I don't feel bad for him. It was kind of his own fault.
Yeah.
But he was a good running back.
He was a great running back, yeah.
It's unfortunate.
He so we have the Mahomes Watson game this week. Chiefs Texans. Between the two, Mahomes has more yards. He has almost 2,000. He's 19 something. Watson is almost at 1,500. But other than yards, Watson is better completion rate, better passer rating, more TDs.
That's probably because Mahomes he's thrown one touchdown.
In the last few games, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Kansas City's offense is struggling a little bit without weapons.
is Sammy Watson still out there? Is he...
Watkins? Yeah. Sammy Watkins has always played like that, though.
Yeah.
Like, even when he was in Buffalo, he'd have one big game, get a bunch of yards, and then would
be
disappear.
quiet.
Yeah. And then a couple years ago when he was on the Rams, same thing. He'd have a big game.
Yeah.
Like, he's a complimentary receiver. He's a good deep route runner, stuff like that. But other than that, like, he's not catching the short passes and stuff like that. So...
You think Chiefs are going to take that game?
It depends on how Houston's defense plays.
Yeah.
Sometimes Houston's defense plays like complete ass.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs' defense is not good. They haven't been stopping anybody.
Yeah. I think that game is probably the game I'm most excited for, just to see the two QBs duke it out. I kind of also want to watch the Niners-Rams game, just to see if the Niners hold on to their undefeated streak. And then also the divisional
game, yeah.
So I want to see that as well. And it's the same division as the Hawks, so it's...
The Niners' defense is good. I don't trust their offense, which is why I'm having a hard time saying that they're Super Bowl bound.
They have one of the best tight ends, Kittle.
Kittle, he's good. Like, and then they have average running backs. They have like 3 of them.
Committee.
Yeah, they commit Tevin Coleman, stuff like that, and they all catch. They're all fast. Like, so I get it, but like the receiving core, the quarterback, offensive line, I don't trust any of them.
Who are the receivers now? I can't even think.
Yeah, terrible.
Okay.
They got the sprinter, the old Olympic sprinter, Goodwin.
Oh, yeah.
But I think he's like
still
the
there?
3rd or 4th receiver.
Yeah.
But that's the only one that I know.
Yeah.
They have Deebo Samuel, the rookie.
Okay.
Kittle, and then it's just really the running backs.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I just don't know how they're undefeated. Like, they just must be playing trash teams. Like,
their defense is good.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman.
Sherman,
and then they signed D Ford. They signed, I think, Quan Alexander, and they signed a whole bunch of defensive people this past year.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Bosa's playing pretty good.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Bosa's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sacked Baker Mayfield and did the little planted the flag.
Yeah. Get him back.
Yeah. Did you see that whole beef with Sherman and Baker?
No.
Sherman was like, I don't know, it was weird. Sherman was talking about how Baker like was acting like he's won a whole bunch of Super Bowls, the way he's got all this like cockiness to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, he won't even shake people's hands or whatever. And then like Baker posted up a video of him like shaking everyone's hand before the game, and then Sherman kind of shrugging him off and being like giving him a shitty handshake.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sherman was like, all right, well, I guess I owe that guy an apology or something. I don't know. It was like a weird little tiff that just happened. I was just like, but at the same time, I could see what he's talking about, like how Baker would come off kind of like a douche.
I'm better than everybody.
Yeah.
Baker,
but like multiple people have said that about him. It's like, why is he acting like he's won a bunch of Super Bowls when he's hadn't done shit?
Yeah. Baker's had to work for everything he's got. He wasn't a highly touted recruit coming out. He wasn't.
He a walk-on everywhere he went?
Pretty sure he was.
I'm pretty sure he was a walk-on at Oklahoma too. He didn't even...
It's crazy. I mean, he made himself, so it's good.
Yeah.
Who was there? Who was at Oklahoma before Baker?
The QB that came out of there? I don't know. Did they have a good
and
QB?
And then after, was it Kyler?
Kyler was right after Baker, and then right after Kyler's going to be Jalen Hurts.
So Baker went number 1, right?
I'm pretty sure he did.
And then Kyler
went number 1. And then Hurts might go number 1. I mean, 2 is probably going to go number 1, but...
3
in a row. It's pretty big. Pretty big deal. And all 3 sub 6 foot quarterbacks.
Yeah, but do you think Jalen Hurts' stock is going to get hurt when Baker is struggling right now and Kyler's still not doing that great?
Possibly. But they're still starters in the NFL.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's weird. That whole Kyler hype kind of died off, huh? Like I don't really hear anybody talking about him anymore.
He's got to prove himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he's had okay games, but like I feel like before the season started, all eyes were on Kyler, and then like now it's like no one's even mentioned him.
Do you want to know why?
Because no one can see him because he's so short. Like, where is he? I don't see him on the field.
He plays on a West Coast team. If you, like, the only West Coast team that gets a lot of hype everywhere in the country is probably the Cowboys. Like, they're considered a more West Coast type team. A lot of the West Coast teams play later in the day. Like, you gotta think, like,
That's
East
true,
Coast is 3 hours ahead. So,
Yeah.
like, if you get a Monday or Sunday night game, which is gonna give you a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
Typically, if it's two West Coast teams in there, a lot of the East Coast doesn't even turn in. They're gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Unless they're, like, diehard football fans.
Right. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
That and he's not in a big market team. He's in Arizona.
A lot of there's
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the other reasons why like I could like seeing Odell go to Cleveland. I'm like, dude, you're leaving New York to go to Cleveland, like you're.
But see, he already has a big name.
Yeah, he did build that.
And there are a lot of other big name teams.
But it's like
the Browns have a pretty big fan base.
They do because there's nothing going on in Cleveland outside of that team. But it's like LeBron had the biggest eyes on him, and he still went to a big market team. He's like, dude, I cannot live in Cleveland anymore. It's like, I need to go to LA, set up my kid, whatever.
I've heard more, but I paid more attention to LeBron when he was with Cleveland than I paid now that he's with the Lakers.
Well, that's because he was hurt last year,
yeah.
Right? But like this year, I'm sure a lot of people are going to pay attention to him.
Winning though puts a lot more eyes on you.
Definitely does.
And it makes your name grow.
Yeah.
Whereas when you play for a smaller market team or one that's not good right now,
yeah, like
your name isn't going to be out there, so a lot of people aren't going to be paying attention.
That's true. If Kyler really needs to start winning and stuff.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody more excited when the Cowboys lose than Stephen A. Smith. He's so excited when the Cowboys lose. He gets so happy. And I think that's
it's a great day.
And I don't know if he legitimately doesn't like the Cowboys, or he just knows, it could be that, or I didn't know if it was that, or he just knows how much Skip loves the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So he's just like, but is he an Eagles fan?
He's an Eagles fan.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason why. Division rival.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, he's always celebrating, especially the last 2 weeks, right? Didn't they lose 2 in a row?
Yeah, he wears the cowboy hat. Well, Skip, Jared's done it again.
Yeah, that's super funny. Fuck. If we can shift gears to NBA real quick.
Yep.
Kyle Lowry just signed a 1-year, $31 million extension.
Wasn't he already under contract?
That's what I read. 1 year, $31 million extension.
Huh.
Is he worth it?
He's older.
He's older, and now if Kawhi was still there, you know what I mean? It would make more sense because it's like he's got more confidence coming back.
The other thing is that there's no other options.
Yeah, that is the other thing. No one's there anymore.
Yeah.
Kawhi's gone. Danny Green's gone. Ibaka's still there.
Lowry's still decent.
Yeah.
Is he worth $31 million?
Van Vliet, he's still there?
Yeah, probably not. But they're coming off a championship. Lowry he's been the face of Toronto for a while now.
Yeah.
He's been there since they started building that team, so I see why they would give him that money.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's worth the money.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to put up 18 points a game, get you 7-8 assists.
My biggest thing about him is he always did really well in the regular season, and then when it came down to the wire where it's like, yo, now is when clutch plays need to be made, he always fell short.
Yeah. him and DeRozan would crumble, especially when they played Cleveland.
See, I think DeRozan's going to play better now down in San Antonio.
He has to buy into the system.
He does.
Pop's system is completely different. Like, it's like, hey, team.
Sure,
team.
yeah.
Like, so.
But, like, I think, like, that if he buys in, I think he'll be a way better player down there than he... Because I think the thing about DeRozan is like, when he got traded, and then all of a sudden you watch Kawhi take that team to the finals and win, and then you all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, it's me. It was me.
Yeah.
And then, like, I think Pop is like, yo, I gotta build this guy back up.
Yeah. I mean, they had a lot more things. Like, Pascal Siakam took a huge step forward. Nobody expected that.
Yeah.
They did make a trade. They got rid of Valanciunas and stuff like that to get Gasol in there. Great move. They did change the team since he left, so it wasn't completely him.
Yeah.
But DeRozan's numbers didn't drop at all. They actually went up in San Antonio. His assist numbers, I think, went up by 2.
Yeah.
You know, so he's getting the ball maybe more than he was in Toronto.
Yeah.
And he's making good decisions. I don't know if his turnovers went up, but rebounding stayed the same. Points usually probably around the 20, 22 mark.
Yeah.
He's a good player. It's unfortunate he left the team and they went on to win the championship. Nobody really saw that coming.
Yeah. That just, I wonder if that's going to fuck with his confidence at all, but...
Yeah. It could. You know, who knows what's going on in his head. It's like, crap. He's probably happy for Lowry. Him and Lowry had a tight bond.
Yeah.
But yeah. NBA season's what?
A couple weeks away.
12 days away?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah.
I'm super pumped. I still think
we had our fantasy basketball draft on Friday.
Did you get anybody good?
It's an auction style, and I was driving to the airport to pick up my brother, and so I wasn't really paying attention. I was just in there. Turns out I got Westbrook, and I was like, no.
You just got an auto-drafted team?
Nah, I was just in the draft, but not bidding on any of the players.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting there, and then like I get to the airport, the cell phone not, and I look at my phone. I was like, why do I have Westbrook on my team? I was like, oh crap! It had just switched to auto.
Oh.
And then, so I stayed in for a little bit. I got a couple more point guards. I got Morant.
Yeah.
Westbrook. I got Jamal Murray, the Murray kid from DeJounte Murray from the Spurs.
Yeah.
And then after that, my phone died, and so the rest of my team is out of draft.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I looked at my roster the other day, and I was like, this is not going to be good. It's got like Blake Griffin.
It might be a long season.
No.
I still think the Celtics are the number 1 team. Just looking at the lineups, I love lockdown defense, and I think it's going to play such a big factor. And they've got they got a tall team. It'll be interesting to see what happens, but I think Celtics are going to be really good this year.
I honestly think Taco Fall is going to start.
You think so?
Or he'll get pretty decent minutes at the beginning of the year to see if he can hold up to the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, see what...
Hopefully his limbs don't snap.
He's actually pretty thick for how tall he is, though.
I think he has put on a little bit of weight.
Yeah. He's a big human being, man.
I like the Celtics, too. Like...
You like Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Tatum.
I think Tatum is... got some star potential to him. I think we're going to see him like come to a meteoric rise maybe this season or next season. I think Gordon, I think you've seen his ceiling.
Ship him out.
I think you've seen what he can do, and I think he's reached his ceiling. He's not going to get any better. You know what you're going to get from that guy. So you have a few options of what you want to do with him, but you're not going to see him level up anymore.
It's super unfortunate that he got hurt the first year he got there.
Yeah.
Because last year he was coming off the injury.
Yeah.
So the numbers weren't there. And I don't think they're gonna ever be to where it was where he was in Utah. When he was in Utah. So I don't see him fitting in with the team right now. Having 3 small forwards, a point guard, and Taco Fall or whoever it might be at center.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be, you have a lot of wings there still. I would honestly probably get rid of Gordon Hayward. I would try and trade him.
Yeah, before his numbers really start to crash down.
Yeah. I mean, it could go high. Like, they could ask if he plays well at the beginning of the season, they could get more value out of him.
Yeah.
And I just don't see Brad Stevens getting rid of him, though, because that was his college coach as well.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would do that to Hayward.
Probably not. How do you like Brad Stevens as a coach?
I think he's super smart. He's intelligent. He's he wants the team to play team ball.
Yeah.
And he wants the ball movement, and I think he's smart. I think he's a good coach.
Yeah. It's at 27. I go back and forth because he's gotten such high praise from people.
Yeah.
And so I was never like completely sold on him. I was like, I don't know if he's actually that good of a coach or not. But I mean, I'm excited to see what he does this year with Kemba coming in and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Kemba fits the system that he runs a lot better than Kyrie ever would. And Kemba's a lot more explosive. And so I think it's just, and he actually makes his teammates better. He takes better shots.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the Nets just plummet. Excited to see all New York teams just go down the trash.
It's not going to happen. I mean, it really is going to depend on Kyrie to not have that happen.
Mm-hmm.
I could potentially see a Kevin Durant and Kyrie rift.
Yeah. Do you think Durant's even going to play this year?
No, he won't.
Yeah.
But like the next year, I could see a rift between the two of them.
Even though they're best friends?
Because Kyrie is kind of a ball hog.
He is.
And then Durant also wants the ball. So if Irving is hogging the ball, it's going to be Durant and Westbrook all over again with Durant and Irving. But they also have good role players. They still have Karis LeVert. They still got Spencer Dinwiddie. They got good centers, decent defensive centers. They got the Allen kid, DeAndre Jordan. Like the team is still stacked.
The thing with Kevin is like that injury. I got to see how well he plays when he comes back. I'm sure he's still going to be 70-80% Kevin is still better than most, like pretty much everybody in the league.
Yeah.
But like before the injury, that's definitive number one. That's your number one guy. Offense is going to run through him.
Yeah.
And now, it's this year it's Kyrie's team, and then next year, Kevin's going to be coming back into the scene, and it's just going to be weird to see how that's going to mesh.
Yeah. He tore his Achilles, right?
Yeah.
And typically that's not
a good injury.
Yeah.
And he's got those. I don't even know how he walks around. I don't even know what is he? Almost 7 feet tall.
He's 7 foot.
He is 7.
I've
and
never
with those
seen,
skinny ass legs, dude.
I've never seen somebody come back from an Achilles and be the same player.
Yeah.
But also Kevin Durant is a shooter.
Yeah.
So.
That works better in his favor.
But like the explosiveness might not be there to where he can get the drives and stuff like that he usually would have.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
But I could see a rift happening between them, those two.
It was so when he went to the Warriors, and like you know how the Warriors play. They play off the ball a lot. It's a lot of running around, and the weirdest is a lot of team ball. It's a lot of picks. A lot of screens, and like the weirdest thing to see when Kevin was there was when all of a sudden they switched it up and there was a lot of ISO through Kevin. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is not how the Warriors play. This is so weird. Yeah. Granted, you have the best player in the NBA, arguably, in there, and so it's like you're gonna run the offense through him, but it was just not what the Warriors, how they play.
They had 2 of the top 5 people in the NBA on the same team.
Yeah.
And then 2 other guys that were probably in the top 25.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. If you count Boogie in there, I mean Boogie, what, he tore his Achilles and had to come back from that and didn't play that well with the Warriors.
Yeah, he's had a lot
of
injuries.
And then now he's hurt again.
Yeah.
Is he out for the entire year again?
I think
normally no. ACL?
I think it's ACL. Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
He'll miss the whole season.
Yeah.
But he should be back all next year. But didn't he only sign a 1-year contract with the Lakers?
Yeah. I don't know.
Man, I feel he should have taken the Pelicans' money.
Yeah, probably.
Because he did get offered near max to go back to the Pelicans when he first got hurt. Because he got hurt with the Pelicans. They offered him near max, and he's like, no, I'm good. Went and signed with the Warriors on a prove-it deal. Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He cost himself a buttload of money.
Yeah.
Because now he's only signed him for like $3 million a year.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that might be it for Boogie. He's getting up there in age, and it's just multiple injuries over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. I'm just so excited to see the Celtics play this year. I just want to see how well they mesh.
You're a Celtics fan though too.
Yeah.
Or do you follow more along the lines of individual players?
At this point in my career, I do. Or in my career. At this point in my life, I do. Before, when I lived on the East Coast, it was all like Boston sports.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like I just want to see good games. I want to see I love seeing players just take off. I just love seeing greatness.
The diversity of the NBA right now is...
And right now, how every team's like kind of spread out again.
Yeah.
It's like it makes the NBA so much more fun to watch. I have
no super teams.
No, not really. I just want to see how teams do.
Yeah.
No matter what, I think the Warriors are always going to be the team to go through to get to the finals, at least for now.
Yeah. With Russell there, I want to see how that all works out. Because Clay is going to be gone, so Russell will probably have to take the place of Clay.
Yeah.
But I can see a little ISO ball happening with him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
I don't like
fit the mold.
It's interesting what the Lakers have done because they had young players, sure, but if I was them, I would have never gotten rid of Russell.
You had to.
I would have with the team chemistry thing.
Yeah, you had to get rid of him.
But then you got rid of the other players anyway.
Yeah.
So. And then you got rid of your young players. You shipped off.
Randall.
Yeah.
Lonzo.
Yeah.
Hart. Russell. They've shipped off a lot of people.
Yeah.
But they also don't.
But they also wanted wins now.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, LeBron's got 3-4 great years left.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna play with this kid? Probably.
I think that's his goal.
It is.
I
think he'll take.
So he's just got to take care of his body and hope that it stands up.
And I think that's why he's recruiting the way he is, because he's like, I need players. I don't want to play. I want to play off the ball. I don't want to have to carry the ball all the time. I want to stay healthy. I want to have another big man in there. I need shooters.
But then why get rid of Lonzo?
What does Lonzo offer to him?
Control of the ball.
That is true. He does have
He's younger. Rondo's their point guard right now. Rondo's super old.
Yeah, Rondo is old.
He can't shoot. He doesn't offer anything for them. Other than his assists, but...
Maybe he didn't want to develop Lonzo and spend time with that.
Maybe he wanted him off the team because of his dad.
Could be. I'm surprised Chris Paul didn't go to LA.
He can't. Unless he gets bought out. And I heard that the Thunder kind of don't want to buy him out.
Yeah.
They want to try and trade him.
But
But the Lakers have no cap to trade, so.
Oh, they don't?
They don't have any cap space.
Oh, okay. I thought they still had cap for another max deal.
No. Because they got Anthony Davis and then they signed a bunch of people.
Mm.
So they don't have cap to take on his contract without giving contracts out.
Yeah. I saw Zion hit some pretty deep threes too.
Ben Simmons.
Dude, Ben Simmons dropped a 3.
The
Everyone
crowd went
cheered.
nuts.
Everyone
Oh my
cheered.
gosh!
He can hit a 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So we know what he was working on all summer.
Yeah.
You saw videos of it. Instagram videos were everywhere about it.
And I wasn't sure if they were just only posting up the makes.
Yeah.
But like for him to drop it in a game, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, yo guys, I can shoot. Like, I promise, I'll shoot this year.
So
Because that was the.
Can he only shoot threes? He still can't shoot a mid range.
I don't know.
Is he only practiced 3-pointers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That's better than before.
It's either a drive or a 3. All right. Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Hey, 6'10" point guard, man.
Yeah.
Where can you go wrong?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah. I mean, how do you think the Phillies gonna do this year?
They have a really weird team.
Yeah.
Like Tobias Harris is big. Ben Simmons is big. You got
Embiid.
Embiid. They have Horford.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like that's too many. Where are your shooters? Like, I get it. Embiid can shoot threes. Horford can shoot threes. Horford's a really good passing center.
Yeah.
But I'm like, where are your shooters? They don't have any shooters.
Yeah. It's weird.
They're gonna roll. Ben Simmons is gonna run point. They're gonna probably have like Josh Richardson in there running shooting guard, who's like 6'7", 6'8". And then Harris is like what, 6'8", 6'9".
I think a lot of teams are trying to just build big teams.
Yeah.
And like now, it's like the game has changed so much. It's such a shooting game now that even centers and stuff are being forced to like draw out.
Gasol can hit a 3.
Yeah.
Mark Gasol hits threes. Valanciunas, I'm pretty sure, shoots threes.
Yeah.
Like, all the guys shoot threes now.
Yeah. It's a completely different game.
Yeah.
Do you? Well, here's the thing. Do you think that if like a Shaq Diesel 2.0 came into the league, do you think he would just dominate? Because no one can...
Because nobody knows how to defend the interior
anymore? Yeah.
Could, potentially. Like, Embiid is probably the closest thing right now in the post. And Embiid has a lot of post moves. He reminds me of Hakeem when he's down there because he does have a lot of the same moves.
Yeah.
He crafted after Hakeem. He's probably the best big man in the NBA right now. It's just a matter of if he can stay healthy. Because it was Boogie. Boogie was the best center. And Davis, like Anthony Davis, like, I don't know. I think...
Is he really a center?
Davis really isn't like a center to me, just because of his skill set. Like, it's more along the lines of like a tweener, small forward, power forward, because he can dribble the ball, and I don't think Embiid can do that on the outside, and Embiid isn't as fast as Davis.
Yeah.
Embiid's got the slower movement to where, you know...
Well, like, there was a point in the NBA, like, 3-4 years ago, where you were looking at the brow, and you were like, wherever he goes, that's a title contender.
Yeah.
And, like, it's been a few years since they've said that about him. So this is kind of his...
opportunity to prove that he's got more talent with him now than he ever has.
Yeah. And LeBron has been, I think, the only player in the NBA since he's come in the league. Every single year you go, whatever team he's on, that's the team that's going to the finals.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other player in the NBA for somebody to say that about. You're like, where's he going to go? Cleveland. Okay, that team's going to the finals.
Like, there's certain people that go to teams, you're like, all right, they're going to make playoffs.
Because of the team around him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was surrounded by garbage when he was in Cleveland the first time.
And he still took him.
Yeah.
I think he only missed the playoffs, like, what, once?
I think so, yeah.
Or twice now, I guess.
Yeah, if you count the Lakers, yeah. And that was weird not seeing him in the finals. But it's like, I'd rather see him in the finals this year than last year with the team that's he's surrounded by.
Yeah.
To see what they can do, but LeBron's always been that dude that just gets so much. I've never seen anybody get so much hate.
It's because all he does is win. Think about it. Tom Brady gets a bunch of hate.
As much as
LeBron?
Yeah. Tom Brady gets a lot of hate in that people want to see him lose because they are tired of seeing him win. But I feel like LeBron gets a lot of hate in the sense of they're like, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Because like when he came into the league, they're like, you have no long range, you have no, you know what I mean? Like, so he's proven everything wrong. They're like, okay, well, Jordan hit 40-point games in the finals. Like, you've never done that. And then this past like 2 seasons ago, whatever it was, like when he was in last year at Cleveland, he surpassed all of MJ's 40-point games in just one finals run.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he's just proving everybody wrong. He's like, what's the next thing on the bucket list? Let me do that. He keeps like, but he gets more hate than everybody.
The only thing he doesn't have
rings.
Is rings.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, Michael Jordan's the greatest. Like, blah blah blah. He went, 6-0 in the finals. And I was like, why do you only make the finals 6 times?
Yeah.
If he's the greatest.
Like
ever,
6-0 in the finals.
Played garbage teams in the finals.
Yeah, like 6-0 in the finals. They're talking about literally the final, like the finals.
Yeah.
They're not even talking about the whole playoffs. Yeah. The playoffs are the finals. Like, if you can't make it to the finals, you lost.
Yeah.
And there's years where he didn't make it to the finals.
Because he's going up against the bad boy Detroit and all those teams.
Yeah.
And they didn't make it.
Yeah.
The Celtics, I'm pretty sure he would lose to, like early in his career.
Yeah.
LeBron played against tough teams to get there on some of those.
Yeah.
The Celtics teams, the Pistons, everything like that. He was making it to the finals as, 5th-year vet?
Yeah.
And then just kept going.
Yeah, never stopped.
He
was also marketed as like the next Jordan, and I think that really, you fucked him from the day one.
Grant Hill was marketed towards that.
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway, like all these guys, they come in and everybody wants the next Jordan. Jordan. Hey, savior.
Yeah. You're gonna.
There is gonna be no next Jordan.
Yeah. But like you miss out on LeBron, and then when he's gone, people are gonna be like have this like depression of like, yo, look what we had, and then now we don't have anymore.
It's the same thing with Kobe.
Yeah, I definitely like Kobe. I was never a Kobe guy growing up. Like, he was never on a team that I liked or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on the Lakers the whole time, but like, and I was never a Lakers guy. But so I was never really a Kobe. I didn't hate him, but I was never a Kobe guy. And so, but like, I definitely like him way more now.
I mean, he's got his own little thing going outside, like Jordan. Like, I guess the comparisons stopped with Jordan, and it's more like Kobe.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Think how many kids like take a wad of paper, Kobe, and try and make it in the trash can, type stuff. Like, they don't do that with Jordan. So like, Kobe kind of became his own little thing.
Yeah. And now kids are, saying, like, Curry. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I still, if I ever do that, it's Kobe.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's because you grew up with Kobe. But like, yeah, that was weird. I was watching a documentary, or not a documentary. I guess it was a documentary about like these kids in, I think it was Arizona. It was like a high school basketball team, but they were talking about, and they were all Native Americans. Like, they're like the only Native American basketball team, so they have to like, they're not as big as everybody else, so they play run and gun basketball. But anyway, the kids were talking about, oh, my favorite player ever or whatever, and they're like, they grew up, they're like, my favorite player is Kevin Durant. Like, they love Kevin Durant. And like, I like Kevin Durant, he's cool, but like, I never viewed Kevin Durant that way, where I'm like, he's my favorite fucking player, like, I have his jersey, like, I'm watching, and then so like, and so to see that, I'm like, oh man, this new generation of kids, they love Steph Curry, they love, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird seeing that, because it's like, I didn't grow up with that. I grew up liking other players, but it's like
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't like the 3-point shot. Like, and that could just be because of the way I grew up and watching like post people. Like, I like,
sure.
And I played post growing up because I was always the biggest kid.
Yeah.
But like, I just like post play.
Yeah.
Like, I like working your offense from the inside out.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I grew up playing that way too.
And creating shots, waiting for the double to come down, and then kicking it out for the 3. So this, like the 5 wide stuff. Like,
yeah. Like, I never played that way. Like, even when I was like point or 2 guard, like I was never just drain shots from the outside.
Yeah.
My game was always, if I have the ball in my hands, I'm gonna drive it to the hoop.
Drive and kick, or
drive and get the foul. Like, and it's weird. Like, the thing that I hate the most about how the game changes is that people, because I would drive in and I'm like, yo, I'm either gonna make this or I'm gonna draw a foul. People try to draw fouls from the 3, and it annoys the shit out of me. I'm like,
James Harden's one-step shot now.
yeah, dude, it's like and he can't even hit it in a game. But like this whole like when you watch Steph shoot in practice and he drains like 30 shots in a row, you watch his form and you go, okay, that's Steph Curry's form. He has a certain way he's shooting. And then you see him in a game try to draw a foul, and he's doing this weird kick-out thing. And I'm like, that's not even how you shoot. So you're literally only doing that shot to draw the foul, to get three at the line. And it's like, I hate that pussy shit. Like, I'm just like, there's just no inside game anymore.
There isn't. Like, I'm not going to lie, when you play in the post, you get fouled almost
and that's the thing. LeBron gets messed up every time he's in there.
And you don't get a call.
Yeah. Shit. They will not call that anymore.
Yeah.
But like you just touch a guy's, you just do a high five to a guy barely, like fingertips, and then it's like he's going to the line. It's weird.
Because he did a kick out.
But you know what's weird? Like, the weirdest thing is, like, I didn't grow up watching Larry Bird, but, like, I've seen highlights and stuff, and I know how tough of a player he was. People always talk about how Larry Bird would not do well in the NBA now. He's not athletic enough. And I'm like, dude, Larry Bird would kill people in the NBA now.
He was kind of a dirty player.
Yeah.
Like
he grew up in a tougher era.
Yeah. And
it's like...
the NBA has changed. Like,
it's definitely changed, but it's gotten so soft that it's like you don't think these players that played back in the day in a tougher league would be able to do well.
There's only certain people that I could pluck from this generation and stick in that, and it'd be fine. It'd be LeBron. Probably Kobe.
Yeah. Kobe stayed healthy his whole career.
Shaq kind of played in that era. Like
Shaq.
You can throw in any
era
other than like the Bill Russell era, because you weren't allowed to dunk the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or whatever that era was, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar era, like where it wasn't able to dunk the ball.
Yeah.
Shaq would have ate on all those guys.
Yeah.
And then I don't understand how one guy gets 40 rebounds in a game for the whole year. Like, how bad was shooting back in the day?
Oh.
Wilt had, like, Wilt.
Yeah.
Like, he had, like, 40-point seasons. Would grab, like, 35 rebounds a game. I'm like, how the fuck are people missing 35 times?
And also Wilt, it's like, how do you get a 100-point game? It's like,
like, you see teams' rebound numbers, though, like, for a team.
Yeah.
Usually it's around 50 a game.
Yeah.
For the entire team.
Yeah, it's wild.
It'll be like 50 to 45, so there's only 95 rebounds.
Yeah, no one was shooting back then.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so people were just really
it's a layup game back then.
Shooting.
Yeah.
Wilt Chamberlain would throw it off the backboard 5 times and then dunk the ball.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that I remember.
Do you think Curry could survive in that era? I don't think he would.
I think he would get injured. He doesn't drive.
I don't think he would get injured. I just think that the defense, the hand checking and stuff like that, was a lot worse. I think you weren't, but here's the thing, you weren't allowed to double back then. You can double now, which is another thing. Like, you take those guys and put them in this era, like, that's the difference.
They'd have to,
You weren't allowed to double team.
I think Steph Curry would run into a screen into somebody's shoulder and get hurt.
Dennis Rodman?
Yeah. Well, here's how when the Warriors had their historic season, and people were like, who would win between that team there or the Bulls?
What did Dennis Rodman say?
Well, Dennis Rodman said we'd smoke them.
They probably would.
And
they probably would.
And people live in the now because they're watching the Warriors play right now, and they're like, this team is unstoppable. I think the Bulls would wash them.
I think they would.
You
could put Pippen on Curry and Jordan on Clay.
Yeah, it's lockdown.
And then Rodman on Draymond, like
okay. So out of all the matchups, I would love to see the Rodman Green matchup because I think Rodman would straight bully Draymond. I don't think Draymond stands a chance against Rodman back in the day.
Dennis would talk some weird shit to you.
Yeah.
Like Karl Malone used to get frustrated as hell.
Yeah.
Playing Rodman.
Yeah, and you saw like even when Draymond was playing against Rondo, like Rondo was getting under his skin, and making him miss. And like Draymond would miss a shot at the free throw line, and Rondo would be like give him daps, and it just kept getting under his skin.
Rondo does that to a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. Like, Rondo's really good at getting under people's skin, but like he did it so well against Draymond, it threw his game off.
You know who he learned that from, right?
KG. Yeah. Ticket. I love KG because people like the buzzer would go off or somebody would get a foul called and then somebody would just take a free 3-pointer and then he would just jump up and catch it every time. He's like, I'm not gonna let you get a practice shot in.
Yeah. KG's mentality when he was on the court was insane.
Yeah.
Like he hated the other team. Like didn't want you to do anything. Like, hey, no, it's all about us, man. Like,
yeah.
You ain't gonna be friends with these guys. You ain't gonna do shit. Like we gonna win this game. His intensity for how small and frail and thin he was.
Yeah.
Dude, nuts.
You know what's funny?
He was probably one of my favorite players outside.
I loved seeing KG play. Like when I was a kid, I was like, he's so big. And then I got older and I was like, he's really skinny. I was like, holy shit, he's really skinny.
Did you see him when he first came in the league? How thin
Did he look like Taco Fall?
Thinner. But he was still dominating.
Yeah.
Like his intensity for the game was just so high.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Bulls washed the Warriors. I don't think it's close. I think out of 10 games, I don't know why you play 10. Out of 9 games.
I think that they could probably shut down the 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Unless they're getting screened all over the place, but I don't think it would work.
Yeah. Just because, like...
They're both weak at center. Like, obviously, that's where both teams were weak.
Yeah, but, like, you have better defense on the Bulls. Yeah. Steph has no defense. Kevin developed a defense, so he's not bad now. And Clay's decent.
Yeah.
Draymond's their big defensive guy, but I think Rodman just straight bullies him. I don't think I think it's not a wash between those two just because like on the other end of the court I think Draymond's not gonna be able to do anything against Rodman.
Rodman wasn't good offensively anyway.
Yeah.
So like Draymond would have to concentrate so hard on boxing out because Dennis Rodman was one of the best rebounders in NBA history.
Yeah. And
a lot of people don't think about that. Like Dennis Rodman had 2 jobs: play defense and get the rebound.
Yeah.
We don't need you to score. We don't like that's what Dennis Rodman made his living off of.
You had 3 players that were all team first team all defense. On the Bulls team.
Jordan probably had the weakest defense on the team out of those 3.
Yeah.
Jordan, yeah, and that's just because he usually was the offensive.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to tire him out. So Pippen would usually have to guard the best player.
Yeah. And then you had what? Steve Kerr knocked down 3 Kukoc.
Was that the set? Were they on that 71
Oh, that
team?
might not be the same team though.
Yeah.
I forget who was on there.
So with the 72 win Warriors or whatever, like Kevin Durant wasn't on that team. So it'd just be Clay, Draymond, Iggy, and.
He wasn't on that team?
Nope. That was the year before.
That was before he switched over, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they lost in the finals to Cleveland that year.
There's a cat. Is that the cat that's sick?
Probably. Yeah,
all
she's
right.
out now.
Well,
all right, man.
I think we covered up pretty much everything.
Basketball starts in a couple weeks, less than a couple weeks. So
yeah.
I'm sure we're going to be talking about that a little bit more.
Yeah. We'll probably start being a little bit more 50-50 basketball, football.
Yeah. But yeah, enjoy the games this week, guys.
Appreciate y'all listening. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.